Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. This is Chelsea, your favorite fashion writer, reporting for duty. In today's video, I thought it would be fun to review and rate Margot Robbie's Barbie looks. I'm sure y'all have been seeing the movie trailer everywhere. My Instagram feed is currently flooded with all things Think Pink. On Wednesdays we wear pink, Barbie core trends, you name it. Valentino did it first with the super bright pink collection that it came out with. But if we're being honest, the millennial pink has been around for quite some time. Glossier literally created a brand out of it. And now with movies like Barbie coming out, it's just seeing a resurgence. I guess, is it a fad? Is it here to stay? We don't know. But we're not here to discuss this. We are talking about Margot Robbie's fashion today. If this sounds good, like this video, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Why not, right? Without further ado, let's see what Margot got for us. So a lot of Margot's looks have been recreations of classic Barbie moments. In some cases, her stylist, Andrew Mukamal, has been going very literal. And in others, it's more modern, more a little flair. So first up, we have the original 1959 look. In it, Margot is wearing this bodycon hervé léger mini dress. If you don't know the designer, he's well known for these bandage dress and this overall silhouette. Margot's features this open sweetheart neckline and this horizontal black and white pattern. Personally, I think it's a little boring. Like, I prefer what Barbie wore before that, like that strapless little cover up in crochet. Like, imagine custom by Chanel or something. That would have been fire. And even though she accessorized it to the T with the makeup, the sunglasses, and the exact shoes, I just feel like the look is a little forgettable, right? But the myth of hervé léger will be undisputed. I'm sure he has his dedicated following of those bodycon mini dress, but I would have liked something a little less basic. Next, we have the day to night 1985 looks. First, the daytime outfit. She's wearing this skirt suit, which features this hot pink midi skirt with an oversized blazer, padded shoulders, wide white lapels. And I thought it was fun from a costume perspective, you know what I mean? Like, it's more costume than it's fashion. She has the whole hat, the white and pink pumps, which were really fun. Even the phone, which was so big and exaggerated, amazing. I even love that it's sparkly, cool. Where she loses me though is with the bag. I get it, they wanted to do a cute little lady top handle bag, but let's commit to the theme, Give me the original suitcase that Barbie was wearing. Like, let's go all the way. This was giving me flight attendant, calling everybody on board. And if she had on the original bag, it would have felt more convincing. And then we get to nighttime and things are getting sexier up in here. She's exposing her
big boobs. What?
A little bit with this, plunging sweetheart top, which might be a bodysuit, we don't know, but it's beautiful. It's in this orton fabric, which is Versace's signature chain mail, and it's meant to look like you're covered in precious metals. As far as that goes, I think it's pretty. It's more evolved than what Barbie was initially wearing. Like, women today, why not? More empowered. They're gonna show off the girlies a little bit. But then where you lose me is with the skirt. First of all, that waist bend is hideous. Let's just call it what it is. It's ugly. And it just it has this little tie that falls over a tulle. There are different layers to it. It just looks like a mess. I'm sorry, it looks like a class project that's unfinished. And the initial one that Barbie was wearing actually looked better. It was just one tulle skirt that seems very convincing, whereas this one is just giving, I didn't have time to finish it in 24 hours, Project One Way vibes, That's where it loses me a little bit. We could have evolved it maybe with a taffeta skirt, with maybe a bubble hem. That would have been beautiful, it's 2023. Let's make it better if we don't literally recreate it, okay? Keeping up with the chainmail theme, Margot brought back this archival, actually Versace look from Fall/Winter 1994. It's this beautiful orton mini dress in this soft shade of pink. It consists on top of a bustier that has a very armor-like feel to it because of the metal composition. It fits her beautifully, and then it descends into the mini skirt, which is kind of like the orton version of a tennis skirt. It's cute, I love it. Maybe I wish they were one together versus a clear separation where you can see there's a top and then there's a skirt. I feel like it would have flowed maybe more softly. But all in all, it moved beautifully. I also really like the styling with the clear heels. Simple, doesn't take attention away from the dress. Only thing, I would probably style her hair up with an updo just so we could fully see the dress. But otherwise, it's a really pretty, sparkly look. Next, we have the Pink and Fabulous 2015 outfit. In it, Margot wears this pink, I'll probably be saying pink a lot on this video, and white polka dot mini dress. It features this halter neck and it has an opening on her midriff and a little bit on her chest. And it's just not very good. I mean, if you look a little closely, that opening here is not like stuck on her boob. So it looks a little like frilly, like not too secure. And also the part where the top connects to the skirt feels sort of like hastily put together, sewn together. It looks a little bit of like a surgical torture happening. If you look at the outfit that Barbie wore, I felt like it was so much more elegant, you know. It's a classic silhouette, and I think they tried to make it modern, and it just wasn't even executed properly, and it felt kind of flat to me. But she accessorized it with these white shoes and the yellow bag, even the bracelet. Again, very good recreation. But her hair here too could have given me more. Like, give me dramatic, give me 80s, you know. Like, Barbie in a lot of ways was very much all about that. So just keeping her hair a little flat like that with just the waves doesn't help the overall look. Next, we have Margot in Moschino Spring Summer 2022. She's wearing this soft pink two-piece set that consists of a crop blazer and a fitted A-line mini skirt. I love the crop moment. I think showing skin feels youthful, but in this case, it's still pretty elegant. The proportions are right. You know, it's fun, flirty, feminine, delicate, kind of frivolous, but, you know, Barbie. Even matching the accessories to the shoes, to the set, the exact shade, perfect. The sunglasses add that like playful, more kind of like silly element to it, like the heart shape. But I think that's what we're here for. We're in a dream house. She's playing this role and she's doing it well. Margot's team went back to the archives for this one. This is Versace 1994 for winter. She's wearing this thick cable knit sweater with a turtleneck. It's cropped. She paired it with this pleated mini skirt that's in this like metallic fabric. It gives it a very rock and roll vibe. It's also really mod, you know? And she paired it with these white loafer pumps and lavender socks. I like the look. I feel like she's ready to walk into an editorial set. Feels very magazine, like high fashion with a capital F. Only thing is, again, I wish they'd done something different with the hair. Maybe a high ponytail to give it more of like a pizzazz. But all in all, it's a fun rock and roll London 60s, maybe clubbing in the winter kind of vibe. Next, we have Margot in another matching set. This time she's wearing a pink cropped bra top with a denim or another stiff material pleated mini skirt. She paired it with a Bottega Veneta bag and these sexy pointy Manolo Blahnik heels. It's a very simple outfit, you know, like we all probably have it in our closet already and we wouldn't be talking about it if Margot wasn't wearing it. Keeping it real. She looks like she's going shopping, like, come on loser, we're going shopping. That classic little line on Beverly Hills, and I don't think we should spend too much time debating it, you know? Next, we have Margot in Moschino. She's wearing this three-piece set that consists of an asymmetrical crop top, a crop blazer, and a mini skirt. She finished it with this tiny hat, which I'm doing as if I'm wearing a hat, that has this cute little bow and is also covered in Tiffany & Co. crystals, levels. She has also this heart-shaped quilted bag and those same Manolo Blahnik heels, but this time in a matching shade of pink. The look is meant to reference the sparkling pink 1964 Barbie look, and while it did sparkle, it failed to capture the elegance of the initial mood board. If you look at what Barbie wore then, the satin or silk fabric was central to the story. It gave it this decadent, elegant evening look that Princess Diana would wear. But on Margot, you have the crop top, you have the mini skirt, and you have this bag, and it loses a sense of class, if I'm being honest. The whole thing doesn't seem as well advised. The connection to the initial look is a little weak. One would only know if they're a fan of Barbie. And while this might be an appropriate look for something else, it's nowhere near the initial thing. It should have stayed the silky satin fabric. I'm mad they tried to change it like that. I also love the initial pink shade. I mean, if it ain't broke, why fix it? You know what I mean? Margot's team should have followed that advice. Next, we have Margot's Totally Hair 1992 moment, which should have been all about the hair. And once again, I felt like she didn't go all the way. Where is the front bang? Where is the length? Why was it so short? We didn't go all the way. But talking about the clothes, she's wearing this Emilio Pucci design. It's this short printed mini dress that has a very resort feel to it. I like the hem, how it ruffles out. It's cute, you know, it's very playful, and it's a cool way to bring it into 2023 a little more. The original design had those big swaths of color, very reminiscent of kind of like 80s excess maximalism, but you know, towards early 1990s, maximalism is gonna give way to minimalism. So in a way, Margot's dress expressed a little bit of restraint while it was still fun and fancy vacation ready. She finished it with this top handle bag that matches, you know, one of the sort of like swath of color that we see in her dress, which I don't mind it, but it doesn't exactly connect to the hot pink pumps, and I wish she had gone more in that direction. But all in all, totally permissible, fun, playful Barbie look. Next, we have Margot in Balmain. She's wearing this hot pink mini dress that consists of this sheer top connected to a bustier bodice. She also accessorized it with lots of silver jewelry. So you have these pendant statement necklaces and a chain belt. And to understand why, you need to look at the Earring Magic 1992 Barbie image reference. Hair aside, because y'all already know I have beef with Margot at this point, because why didn't she give me exactly what Barbie has here? On the surface, looks similar enough to be believable, right? My problem comes in with the construction of the dress. If you look closely, you'll notice, and I don't even mind that the neckline is curved, sort of like this wide U and not the sweetheart neckline seen in the original image. The problem comes in with where it connects with the seam. If you look at the sides, sort of like the horns, I don't really know how else to describe it. I'm sure there's like a fashion word for it. It doesn't connect to that thread around the shoulder. And maybe that part didn't even need to be there to begin with for a more seamless and sort of graceful construction. But I'm no fashion designer, and I can tell that upon closer look, it just doesn't really work that well. It needed to be executed perfectly for it to be a 10 out of 10 as far as recreation goes. So once again, the execution let me down. Next, we have Margot's red carpet look for the Barbie premiere in LA. She is wearing this custom Schiaparelli gown that is executed to perfection. I would not expect anything less from Daniel Roseberry. It is this bedazzled strapless gown that ends with this dramatic tulle hem. She paired it with opera gloves. She even has the initial chiffon, the exact same like heels, the silhouette at least, and the sparkly necklace. I even love that she tried with the hair. Although I have a feeling Margot hates front bangs. That's my conclusion in the end. Like, she probably just really hates them, which is why she's literally has not done them yet. But all in all, the execution is great. I said in my Instagram when I was reviewing the look initially that it is a little expected from a red carpet perspective. anything that has to do with tulle, or usually just like a strapless bedazzled, is nothing new, nothing exactly groundbreaking. So in a lot of ways, this feels like I've seen it before, but because it has such a strong reference, I think she completely nailed the assignment. Last but not least, Margot's Vogue editorial spread. This isn't related to the press store, but it is very much related to the press store. That was such a masterclass in styling. Shout out to Gabriella Karifa Johnson. She has been teaching the girls. Whether or not they're listening is a topic for another day. That Versace dress on the cover was stunning. The fit was beautiful. I love the fabric, the way it was shining, the delicate florals. She looked so radiant. We also have that YSL suit that will haunt my dream. Like, if I'm a teacher, this is what I would want to wear to class. You know, just like a chic Saint Laurent by Anthony Vaccarello pinstripe moment. Why not? I would totally do it. Or the Bottega dress. I love the way she posed in it. The tulle under just added sort of more texture and just layers to the look. It was a fun way of translating Barbie's clothes, which tend to feel a little costumey, into a fashion with a capital F setting. And I think in a lot of ways, that's what I wished I saw more of during the press tour. But then again, it's a press tour, right? It's not a red carpet event. It's, you know, you'll tone it down just a little bit, but I just wish I saw a little more creativity and kind of expanding the palette of just like different settings for Barbie. You know what I mean? There you have it, some of Margot's most popular looks from her press tour. My favorites, definitely the Schiaparelli. I think as far as recreation goes, she understood the assignment. She showed up, she slayed. I still want her to play more with her hair, but we'll talk about that. I also really like the two-piece set from Moschino. Sweet, darling, no problem there. I didn't mind the Oroton mini dress by Versace. It was beautiful, fluid. And as far as my least favorites, because there might have been a few, definitely, and y'all won't be surprised by this moment, it was quite ugly. It was quite ugly, if I'm being honest. And I just, like, showing me the original image is even worse because it's making me judge the recreation even harsher, you know? I also absolutely did not like the nighttime look from the Day to Night 1985, the tortured skirt. I wish I never saw that. And that polka dot dress, it was just so simple as to be basic and not worthy of any attention. Let me know what you guys think, which ones were your favorites, which ones were your least favorites. If you like this video and want me to do more of that style, definitely give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments below, share it with a friend, subscribe to our channel. Really appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next time.